Thanks, guys. That's right, I'm joined by Daily Iowan Wrestling beat reporter Jim Gertis to preview the NCAA National Tournament next weekend.
I'm excited to be here, Bo. Let's get into it.
Jim and I were both at the Big Ten Wrestling Tournament last weekend, and it wasn't that great of a showing for the Hawks. No champions and just one in the final. Jim, what was most disappointing for you?
Alex Marinelli got knocked out in his first match. Michael Kemmerer lost in the semifinals. It was not the best showing for Tom Brands and his lineup.
I was absolutely shocked as well to see Kemmerer pinned in the semifinals by Ohio State's Micah Jordan. He's been a rock all year, and I just couldn't believe he was caught on his back. Here's what head coach Tom Brands had to say about the team moving forward.
Obviously, our seeds didn't hold in a lot of places, and you're going to get the generic answer from me. We got to go forward. We got another tournament. It's a 3-day tournament, and it's in Cleveland, Ohio, and it's a national tournament.
That's right, Cleveland, Ohio, the national tournament. Brackets for NCAAs came out last night, and 5 Hawkeyes found themselves seated in the top 10. So let's start by previewing them starting at the bottom. Jim?
At 125, Spencer Lee has been a dominant force for all season long He burned out his red shirt earlier this January and has only lost once since then, racking up 5 pins and 5 tech falls on the year to earn himself the number 3 seed, right behind Lehigh's Darian Cruz and Ohio State's Nathan Tomasello.
How soon does the focus turn to Cleveland now?
Today.
What's the ultimate takeaway for you from a weekend like this?
Just got to keep scoring points. I mean, I ultimately lost me the match in semis and got me to the loser's bracket. So.
All-American Brandon Sorensen, the senior, had a great season so far. The only blemishes on his record coming from the number 1 ranked Zane Rutherford from Penn State. Sorensen picked up the 2 seed in the tournament, and this looks like a collision course for Sorensen Rutherford to meet again. Sorensen's never been able to stop the Zane train, but at Big Tens he held Rutherford to only 2 points, which is the lowest scoring margin the two have ever had.
I mean, not really, I don't know if to say the match I wanted, but if I'm going down, I got to get out. That's something that I got to think about coming for a Nationals match. Maybe we don't go down. We'll see how the match is going.
Sorry for those technical difficulties. Moving on to 157, Michael Kemmerer fell victim to one of the many huge upsets at the Big Ten tournament. Kemmerer was pinned by Ohio State's Micah Jordan in the semifinals, his first loss on the year, and enough to drop him down to the 6th seed in the national tournament.
Then at 165, Alex Marinelli highlighted the Big Ten tournament for all the wrong reasons. He was upset in the quarterfinals by Michigan's Logan Massa, and then lost again in the consolation semis by Rutgers' Richie Lewis. And then met Massa again in the 5th place match where he was beat yet again. Marinelli drew the 5th seed for Nationals.
And Iowa's heavyweight, Sam Stoll received the 5th seed in the tournament behind Michigan's Adam Kuhn, Ohio State's Kyle Snyder, Penn State's Nick Nevels, and Duke's Jacob Casper. Even though Stoll's only seeded 5th, it is heavyweight and anything can happen.
So before we go, let's go through those top 5 and give you our predictions. Jim, why don't you start at 125?
With Spencer Lee at the 3 seed, he will have to get through Tomasello in the semifinals. But if he can do that, which I think he can, he has a good chance of being a champion.
I'm going to have to agree. I think Lee is going to perform like he always does. I see him bouncing back from this loss. He was able to beat Tomasello earlier this year, and I see him taking this one.
At 149, I always root for the story, so I'm going with Brandon Sorensen. Iowa's senior gets the storybook ending he's been working towards the last 4 years and finishes next weekend on top.
I'm going to have to disagree. I'm going to have to go with Rutherford easy. It's his senior year. He hasn't been stopped he hasn't been beaten in 2 years. Anyone in the field isn't stopping him anytime soon. Sorensen is the one who has the best chance, but even he has never been able to beat Rutherford.
I see Jason Nolf winning at 157 this year. He had a strong showing at the Big Tens with even more time to heal his knee. I think he will be in prime position to rise to the top of the podium at Nationals.
I think Kemmerer's got this one. I think he's going to rebound well from that loss at the Big Tens and make his way back to the championship. He would see Nolf in the semifinals. He's seeded number 6 if they were to both make it that far. And I see Kemmerer coming out on top this time around.
165 is going to be a lot of fun. Alex Marinelli is a 5th seed and will see tough competition early. So I'm going to go with Penn State's Vincenzo Joseph. I think he bounces back after Big Tens and takes down Isaiah Martinez in the finals.
You know, I like this weight class a lot. I think it's the toughest weight class in the country. Yeah, we didn't really see the best of Alex Marinelli. Hopefully he keeps his head up, but I don't think he has it in him to make it through this field. I'm going to take the senior veteran Isaiah Martinez of Illinois to win this one.
At heavyweight, there's no better way for Ohio State's Kyle Snyder to close out his historic career. The Olympic champion is finding his way to the top of the podium this weekend.
I have to agree. Yeah, I was right last week, so I'm going to stick with what I know. Snyder all the way. Easy. That's it for us in the sports studio. Be sure to follow our coverage in the NCAA National Wrestling Tournament next week.
And come back tomorrow morning for a pregame baseball show with Mary Kate Harrion and Zach Mackey.
Guys, back to you at the desk.